here we are at the I assume this is the final boss of the Cave to Makai. There's a person here with multicolored hair. Tokuko. She showed up earlier. I still don't know who she is. She just sort of randomly shows up in a few places. Who's being chased by the Shrine Maiden by Meimu. She's just gonna sell me crap. Okay, don't care. You're not going up ahead, you were gonna... Vivid was also just sort of randomly running around to different dungeons selling me crap. Yeah, you stay back. Shops can just be Stars of David. They don't have to be you. They don't have to be characters. Just one gap in there. Did I miss a character or something? Like, are all of these characters even relevant to this scene? Do they need to be here? We meet again, huh? What door? There wasn't a door anywhere. Do you mean the barrier that we had to hit 3 switches for a while back? Because, like, we did some winding around. She probably just went past us while we were coming through. Or, because she's the gatekeeper to Makai, she might just have the ability to pass through the barrier. Because it wasn't a door, it was a magic barrier. Like, people can just pass through those if they are the ones who created them. Oh god. Yeah, I'm fine with being ignored. Let's just keep going. Just walk around them. Gonna fight both of them at once? Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna fight everyone at once. What the hell? Ugh. Like, just take pictures of them, don't attack them or anything. Nobody got blown out of anywhere. The exact same number of people are here as before. Oh no, one of them got replaced by Mokau, even though the fire animation was centered on Aya. Like, you blew up Aya in that animation. So that's where I was looking. I forgot Mokau didn't even rejoin me. Like, wasn't she in my party? How did she leave? She didn't even, like, walk away or teleport away or have an animation or anything. She just wasn't there anymore. I'm not sure why she was in this scene. The Guardians of Chaos, like Adremalek and whoever else it was, Hades. Oh yeah. Chaoses were the FF1 Guardians, right? Tiamat, Lich, Merilith, Kraken. I feel like whatever they're talking about right now, we should probably see rather than hear. It doesn't sound important or relevant since it's happening back on the surface and we're headed into Makai right now. Like, it's not going to matter for a while, right? Who cares? Oh, it's fate. Someone important finally showed up after all of these stupid mini-bosses against characters I don't know or care or have ever heard of, plus one stupid, not even a boss fight against the final boss of the game, Rinosuke, who, after being beaten by a teapot in his last appearance, was beaten in this dungeon by a bucket. So, Fate was one of the people who helped send us here. Just, who's not acting like they normally do? Fate? We've only met her 2 or 3 times before, and all she ever does is act cryptically, so she is acting pretty much exactly like she always does. So Pandora's box was taken. Not going to show me Pandora's box being taken, or mention the fact that we just sort of left it in the rubble at Hakare Shrine and abandoned it for the entirety of the game, even though Hope was supposed to be watching over it, and Hope never asked for our help to go dig it up or anything. Even though saying that the fate of the world depended on it, there was just no point where she even brought that up. Like, that's just really weird. Just gonna see what we're capable of? Really? Oh, we're fighting Hope. We're fighting Fate. She never struck me as a villain. She always seemed like she was on Hope's side. Like, I know it's supposed to be a battle royale between all of the 7 fragments, but Fate and Hope always seemed like they were allied. Oh, you mind blasted her straight into oblivion. She's just not even there anymore. Confusion and sleep would both be mental restriction, right? So I can use this. Yeah, here we go. You know, I guess the regen is useful. I don't feel like the Protect and Blink are going to be very useful here. I feel like Fate is probably going to be a magic-using boss. We'll see, though. You cast Shell on Yuka so she doesn't just immediately die. I restored Yuka's status, but she is not getting a turn. Like, there's no icon on her anymore. She's just not getting the turn. Okay, well, I guess I have to use a Faith after all, because I have no idea what status is preventing her from acting. How's Master Spark work? Oh, that's not working. Immune to magic or it's gotta be to Mystic, right? Because she's Fate. This doesn't seem like a battle where I want to be conservative with my items. Okay, Cerno needs more HP. In the meantime, we'll just use Shell on her. And then I guess Healer. Power Break. Okay, that's interesting. Why did I do that? I already knew that it wouldn't work. I really like this music. This is really dramatic. Ragnarok! Oh crap. Even with Shell on, that did 4 times as much damage to Yuka as it did to Marissa. Like, I know Yuka is weak to magic, but I had Shell on her. Is Shell not working? Is it just broken? That's weird. Oh. It's not what I wanted to do. No, of course they didn't flinch. It's a frickin' giant boss. It's got its own theme music. It's not gonna run away. Oh, it's not what I meant to do. Flare Star just didn't work again. Like, if that's just gonna randomly not work, maybe I should switch to Rorschach. Okay, how about your version of Master Spark? No, that doesn't work either. Fate's immune to magic? So I can't use Rorschach either. That makes a difference. So then I just have to use Flare Star or Terrible Souvenir. 8, 10... That would do 1,000 damage. This does 1,800. So the hit rate is more than 50%, so I think this is still... Well, I'm assuming the hit rate is more than 50%. It seems like it has been in the past. Maybe I was just lucky. What about this? Can I use this to make her take magic damage? .24% chance. 3 Flare Stars miss in a row. Skygate. That hurt. Okay, that one didn't miss. So now that I've reduced her magic resist, Master Spark should work, right? Well, not if it misses, come on. Yeah, so I reduced her magic resist. It doesn't work. Why doesn't the skill that reduces her magic resist work? Why does that skill do 4 times damage to Yuka? Is it fire? Is it fire elemental? Is that what's going on? It doesn't sound fire elemental, and it doesn't really look fire elemental, but I know Yuka is weak to fire. Why doesn't Grand Stardust work anymore? Okay, you just spin. Just spin. That's all you're gonna do. Oh, more fire. That does a lot of damage, wow. Yuka, you're not my most useful character in this fight. Need to restore some MP. We'll use Ancient Duper, deal some actual damage. You are incapable of dealing actual damage, Marissa, so you just heal every... It didn't help. Didn't help. I needed fire resist in this fight. I needed Notori instead of Marissa. Okay, finally I get some turns where I can attack. And do nothing. She's just gone. Like, it didn't inflict any statuses that are shown this time. She's just gone. Mind Blaster straight into an alternate dimension. And then I toss an S at her to heal her. Great. Is Dual Spark also magic? Like, if Master Spark is magic, then surely Dual Spark is also magic, right? I guess I'll try Terrible Souvenir. Oh, that's garbage. I know I have more than 6 blue magic spells. Why'd that only do 600 damage? Just kill everyone. That's fine. You know what? You attack. Because you're the one doing damage. Marissa can heal people. See, it doesn't even matter if I heal Yuka and Cerno, they're just gonna die, because half of this boss's attacks are fire elemental. Cerno takes double damage from fire, and Yuka takes an impressive octuple damage from fire magic. Because quadruple from fire and double from magic. She is not going to survive that hit. It doesn't matter if I put Shell on her. Shell is working fine. She just takes way too much damage. Yeah, do that. That's probably okay. Yuka is pretty much my main damage dealer in this fight, I guess. Flare Star is fine when it works. And it worked that time. It's just not reliable. So I know Cerno takes extra damage from fire. That only did 800 damage to Cerno, so that's really not that powerful of an attack. It's only like a 400 damage attack. It just kills Yuka because she's Yuka. She's not good at surviving magic. And Flare Star would be fine if I could just cast it consistently, I think. Okay. Bye. Is this boss faster than Marissa? Okay, well now I guess we need to use the AoE revival items. This is what they're for. No, she's not faster than Marissa. Okay, I was worried for a minute, because nothing should really be faster than Marissa. Enemies can normally only go up to 250 speed, and that's how much Marissa has. I haven't gotten a chance to steal. Yeah! Finally got a good steal in there. Okay, so bringing Marissa was useful then. Not for her damage or her shell abilities or her ability to reduce the boss's magic resist, but just for that ribbon. Get in a Flare Star, please hit. There we go. That does a lot of damage when it hits. Well, okay. Ugh. Just instantly died again. I'm not sure if I like or hate the way magic and physical resistances work in this game, because the way they work is all of the characters who resist magic can only really use magic, and all of the characters who resist physical or are weak to magic can only really use physical. and all of the bosses are the same way. So, like in this fight, Marissa can't take any damage, but she also can't deal any damage, and Koishi is the same way. And Yuka is kind of an exception, because she does have both types of attacks. But for Marissa and Koishi, it's kind of a problem that, like, any fight they're quote-unquote useful in, they're also useless. But I'm not sure I actually hate that. Like, it sort of evens it out and makes it not that important to bring the right team. Like, it makes it so bringing a different team can be helpful, but you don't have to. If you've just been leveling one party the whole game, you can get away with it. And I don't hate that. It's okay. I'm not sure if it's good, but it's okay. I do just wish that Marissa's magic resist down debuff worked, because that would solve the problem for her. It would make it so, like, she was still bad at dealing damage, but she still at least could deal damage. Koishi has Flare Star, but only because I went way out of my way and got it in a poltergeist mansion by going back and fighting there for like 15 minutes. So we beat Fate. She didn't seem that strong compared to Chaos and Order and Death. Is she actually dying? Okay, the plural of millennium is millennia. It's not millenniums. That's not a word. Take my strength. There's no other way. If you were to take my power, it should be enough to help them in their mission at the very least. Just maybe you'll be able to pull through for us. Fate can only go so far as the person is able to take it themselves. Fate is intertwined with hope. Keep believing in them, and let them believe in you. That is the secret to your strength. Do this for us, for me. Well, she's not gone forever, because everything is cyclical. Komachi has a very straightforward and pragmatic view of death. That's true. Gengetsu? Gengetsu, aside from having a dog's name, didn't really try to tell us anything other than we need to go to Makai to take out Sariel. So, absorbed Fate's power, right? So, like, Chaos became more powerful when she absorbed one of the other fragments before, so Hope should be more powerful now, right? Oh, nice. It's Reimu. It's Reimu with weird, goofy pink hair. Oh no. It's Alter Reimu? Un-Reimu? Marissa, when did you change the color of your hair? That's quite a question. That question answers a lot of questions, actually. How indeed. There are two Reimus. So in the scene earlier when Reimu was drawn into the void, her yin and yang were shattered. Her mind broke in half, and then we saw Meimu emerge. But it looks like both halves emerged. And she is coming down here on her own? Why is she here? That's the real question. So that was Fate speaking there in that faded out text box. Instead of wiping Reimu out, she split her soul into two physical manifestations, one of light and one of dark. No, this wouldn't be the actual Reimu. Actual Reimu is the combination of both. Oh, you're after Sariel. Shinki. What's a Shinki? Shinki's a person. A person who lives in Makai, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with Alice, actually. That's a good question. Oh, there's Mima and her entire gang. Interesting. Who's the blue-haired one at the top, I wonder, though? And these idiots. What? Why did you come off the other side of the screen? And a default void background from RPG Maker. Still don't really know who Gengetsu is. Like, she's from the other dimension. I guess she's a dream demon. But I don't know why she knows anything or is important. She seems like the kind of person who would have maybe one or two useful pieces of information and then join my party. Rikako. Wasn't that one of the mid-bosses we fought? That was the one that was from Yuka's Dream World also, right? Or that at least the one that Yuka recognized. They might all be from the Dream World. A sudden music change, no fade out or anything. You have a horn on your head, and a really unusual avatar. Like, that's a different drawing style than anyone else. Oh, no, I take it back. That's drawn the same way. Shinki is the Lord of Makai. That's useful info. Your motives aren't just to simply defeat Sariel. Why have you come here? That's Kongara. That's the one they were calling the Astral Knight, who's fighting against Sariel. This war would be over in a matter of seconds, huh? I don't like it when the text box has one word that scrolls over to the next text box like that. Oh, that was one of the mid-bosses I fought. Okay, we know her name. She was just called by name. She shouldn't have question marks as her name. Okay. Why did Nazrin show up and say it's only Nui? Why is Nazrin down here? That's a better question. She helped me in the Icicle Cave. Well, no, that's incorrect. She helped some people in the Icicle Cave. Okay, Kongara's name just lost an N. Did the music just glitch out, or... Ooh, that's, I guess, just how the song goes. That's unfortunate. That probably shouldn't be in the game's soundtrack. Ugh. Teach her a lesson? For what? All she did was accompany someone who was asking you for help. Wait, it wasn't her at all? It was just Nui? Really? Oh, I actually didn't catch that before, because, like, whatever transformation was happening was behind the text box. Now they're just talking about people I've never even heard of. I've never heard the name Ichirin in this entire game before. Or Hijiri. I barely know who Nui is. I have no idea who she's working for. I'm not actually reading this at this point. This is just a bunch of characters I've never met talking to each other about other characters I've never heard of. The only one who really seems to matter is Shinki, and everybody else is just here to make the conversation mean less. Nue works for Byakuran. Why is she giving a report to Shinki? And here's X-Death, apparently. Kaguya. It's been a while since I saw her. And, of course, we have to have Tenshi in this scene. Any villain that appears in this game, no matter what side they're on or who they are, or how important they are, always has Tenshi as a henchman. She is working for every team except mine. She has to be, so that's the only explanation for why she shows up in every single dungeon. Okay, if it has nothing to do with revenge for banishing you to the moon, then don't mention that, because that's something that happened in a different game that I didn't play and don't care about and isn't relevant. If it's not relevant, then don't bring it up just to say it's not relevant. Just don't mention it. Anyway, Kaguya's crazy. Please don't use the word foo-foo-foo in a sentence in an English game. Ever. Don't do that. Replace that with ha-ha-ha or heh-heh-heh. Because that's how laughing is written in English. He used the word millenniums again. It's still not a word. It didn't become a word in the last 10 minutes. Wait, why would Kaguya know anything about this box? Oh, she really is X-Death. She's gonna try to harness the power of the void. Kaguya, you are frickin' crazy. Order's totally fine with this. All of Kaguya's minions are totally fine with this. She wants to destroy the universe. And everyone's just like, yeah, okay. Also, that map was completely effed up. Death. Didn't Order kill and absorb Death on Yokai Mountain? I don't think Order is meant to create chaos. I think chaos is meant to create chaos, and Order is meant to create order. Letting me go like this? Like, she hasn't let you go yet. You're still standing right there. And here's a person with a weirdly non-anime style and JPEG artifact covered face. Pestilence, huh? Is that someone I'm supposed to know? Is that one of the fragments? Like, not being a real Touhou character is basically the only justifiable explanation for having such a stupid-looking face that... You intend on taking the void for yourself? Well, then don't give it to someone else. Just hold on to it. There's a god that controls the void. Is his name Xdeath? Destroy that god, absorb its power. If you know all that, then why did you give the power away to someone else? Who is in the process of trying to unleash the void on this universe, and could easily do so while you are having this conversation. Like, it's actually a miracle that all of existence has not been wiped out in the span of this conversation, since Kaguya just told us that's what she's planning to do, and you just gave her the power to do it. Absolutely no explanation for it. Wait, did Order release Death? Is that a thing they can do? Because Hope just explicitly said that that's not a thing they can do. Like, everyone was like, can you release Fate from yourself? And Hope's like, no, the only way for her to get released is if I die. Like, we just established that. It wasn't even 10 minutes ago. And now you're already retconning it. Why are these three working together is the real question. Like, I'm not super thrilled from a story perspective that they're working together, because it's going to make things way harder for me. But like, at least it's less to keep track of. fewer factions to have to think about. There's way too much shit going on in this game. There's just like 45 different factions, and everybody is a quadruple agent, and it is impossible to keep track of. Well, that's a stupid bullshit mechanic right there. You shouldn't make me choose abilities to lose forever until I've had a chance to try them out. And probably not even then. Like, this should be something you get at the end of the game after having a chance to try these out a bunch of different times over the course of the game and see how each of them complements Hope's other skills and the rest of your party. Single target 1,000... No, that's garbage. What the hell? No. Inflicts random status effects. It's mediocre. So this is 50% more damage, and it hits all enemies, and it can inflict instant death. Oh, but it's got a weird condition. Didn't do anything else, right? Like, that's already obsolete, that ability. All of these abilities are already obsolete except for Cosmic Spear. And Cosmic Spear is going to become obsolete as soon as I get other 1500 damage AoE attacks with other characters, because I've already got 1000 damage AoE attacks with a lot of people. I've got an 1800 with Koishi. So the damage ones are just going to be irrelevant before too long in this game. And this status one is, I guess, probably going to stay relevant, so I guess I'll take it. But it would be really fucking nice to know what my other spells are before choosing that. Did I just abandon all of my damage spells? Does she have no damage spells now? Or does she have 12 other elements of damage spells, and it didn't matter? Okay, so this is the end of the beta release. I could continue playing beyond this, like I have a super pre-alpha version of the next part of the game, and I could just continue playing, or I don't know what that option is. That's interesting. But I think this is where I'm going to end the videos for now. And I might keep going in the future after the next part of the game has gotten some more polish. But for now, we're going to call this the end of Let's Play Touhou Fantasy. And thank you guys for watching.